What is going on, peeps? Happy almost Halloween and welcome back to a brand new video. Guys, I have messed up. Hi, it's future David. It's 3:10 a.m. on Thursday, so if you're watching this video when it just came out, I probably just filmed this 10 hours ago. And I just sat down to edit this and realized that the entire thing is out of focus. Well, not the entire thing. The intro, the outro, the voiceover parts, you get the point. I just decided it is too late to refilm the whole thing. I would never get it out in time, plus I would have to refilm the taste tests, and that wouldn't really work. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to leave it like it is. I apologize. I hope you can enjoy it and get past it anyway. It only lasts for a minute or two at the beginning and the end. So again, I'm sorry. I hope you enjoy. If you gotta skip this video this week, I understand. It's hard to look at. Anyways, I love you all. Thanks for giving me a pass this week. I hope you enjoy the video. Now, I just want to take a second to make it absolutely clear that I really tried hard to come up with a Halloween costume for this video. I tried to take the comedic route.
Yeah, go.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scarce here, and today I know a lot of you have been asking me for a face reveal, so I can't do this, guys. This is too mean. That was kind of messed up. So I ditched that idea and tried a little bit more of a gory, Halloween, scary route.
So I'm throwing it like right at you?
Yeah. Oh my god. Give me something white so it shows up better. Oh my god.
We gotta get you to the hospital.
No, I need to get this shot first. Oh my gosh. Did you get the shot?
Yes, we got it.
Alright, good. Let's go. Now, what I really wanted to do was try to come up with a way to beat Buzzfeed for Halloween, but I just could not figure out how to make this into a costume. So, long story short, I basically trashed all those ideas and settled on a cross between Freddy from iCarly and Shawn Mendes. But anyway guys, considering I have not done any scary or gross Halloween themed recipes this whole month, today is obviously going to be the day. I'm going to be tackling some cat poop fudge, some pimple cupcakes, and of course some worms in Oreo dirt. Will any of these come out successfully? I don't know, but let's get right into it. Alright guys, so we're going to be trying 3 different recipes that I found on this list on Buzzfeed's website. And the first one is going to be some cat poop fudge. And it's a relatively simple recipe, so let's get started. I began by quickly whipping up just a really basic fudge recipe that my family always uses. A few cups of dark chocolate chips, a can of sweetened condensed milk, some butter. When you microwave that all together a couple times, it's just really simple and always comes out pretty good. I threw the bowl into the fridge for about 15 or 20 minutes so it set a little bit, and then transferred the mixture into a piping bag. You do not need an icing tip or anything for this. On a small cookie tray with some parchment paper, I piped some poop shapes. Who would have thought I would ever have been saying that on the show? I finished piping that entire tray and then threw it back into the fridge so they can set completely. All you really have to do now is grab a clean, let me stress clean, Tupperware container, line the whole bottom with some Rice Krispie cereal, and then pop as many pieces of fudge as you want into your container. Finish it off with your scooper and there you have it, I guess. Alright guys, so as far as realistic stuff goes, this has to be right up there, honestly. Even like the one that's crawling up the side, oh, come on. Let me just get me a piece. I'm sure this is gonna be screenshotted and sent to me for a month, but here we go. Not bad. I'm not really one to get easily grossed out with stuff like this, just because, one, I made it. It's kind of like, you know it's food, it looks like something, but it's gonna taste like something else, or at least you hope, unless someone's playing a very mean prank on you. I really didn't have the highest hopes for how this would come out, but it looks pretty freaking real if you ask me. 9 out of 10 on that, 8 out of 10 on taste. Now we can move on to these Jello Worms. The very first step I did, which is optional, is grabbed my blender and then threw in a bunch of Oreo cookies and pulsed them until you got a coarse looking dirt. I then just transferred that onto my white plate, and now we can begin to prep for our worms. In a small bowl, you want to throw in 2 small boxes or 6 ounces of some type of red Jello. It could be strawberry, raspberry, whatever you have. And then 3 small packages of the most disgusting thing the human race has ever invented, unflavored gelatin. I always have and I always will hate this stuff. I then threw in a few cups of boiling water and mixed it up until everything was dissolved, and then threw it into the fridge until it came down to about a lukewarm temperature. While it was in the fridge, I grabbed some whipped cream along with some green food dye and mixed those up, and just finished our entire mixture off by combining the 2 together. This basically just gives you a blood red color and makes it cloudy so the worms will not be completely transparent. I then set up a tall plastic cup with about 70 or 80 straws that were all binded together with a few rubber bands, and then poured my entire mix in that container. The directions then say to leave this mixture in the fridge for 8 hours, so I just left it overnight, and the next day when I came back to it, it seemed to have set completely. I was super excited to see how these came out, so I grabbed my first couple straws from the container and tried to push them out. These look terrible. I'm not quite sure why they're coming out so bad. I tried to use a rolling pin and that just made things worse. My only other idea with these was to maybe run them under hot water for about a minute, and wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a genius. All you really needed to do with these was to run the outside under a hot faucet for about 10 to 15 seconds and they just popped right out. It is still definitely a workout on your fingers and your hands, but eventually they will all come out, and mine looked pretty decent. The very last thing I did was spread them out all over the Oreo cookie dirt, and I am pretty freaking happy with how these look. I think the best part about these is how they're all different, especially how each segment looks like a different color and it has the little ridges in it from the straw. But let's see if it lives up to the hype with its taste. I almost vomited. I do not like that at all. I don't know, but I was not expecting that texture. It may not taste like one, but it definitely has the same mouthfeel as a real worm. Don't ask how I know that. Also with the fact that plain old unflavored gelatin is pretty dang gross too. They do look realistic though, so on that I'm gonna give them an 8. On taste, I can't eat more than 1 or else I'm really gonna get sick, so I'm gonna give it like a 4. Now the third and final recipe we're going to be trying today are these Pimple Cupcakes. And being that I've already spent so much time on this video, I'm just going to cheat a little bit and use my mom's cupcakes that she made the other day. Sorry, Mom. I also had some leftover white fondant from the Rubik's Cube cake that I decided to use. I took the remainder of the white that I had, mixed in a tad bit of the red, and kneaded them together. And right away I saw that these things were going to come out a little bit too pink. So I just added a few teaspoons of some confectionery sugar, and once I kneaded that in, it got back to a perfect color. You're now going to want to completely roll that out, cut some circular shapes with either a can or whatever you have at home, cut out an even smaller piece in the middle, and then using a Q-tip, I spread some red food dye around the hole. These kind of already look repulsive. The only thing you have left to do to prepare your cupcakes is to throw some frosting on them while leaving a little bit of a hole in the middle. Except for this one, I'm just gonna put a ton of frosting on the top and see if it'll come out of the hole a little bit better. Throw your circular fondant over the top of each one, and then I piped in a little bit of vanilla pudding. I can already tell these things are just gonna look so disgusting. And there you go. There is my attempt at the famous Pimple Cupcake. I think we need a close-up of this while I'm popping them. I'm gonna do one of the ones with the pudding first. Why does it look so gross now? Disclaimer. Even though it didn't seem like it in the video, I did make these a while ago, like many hours, so it kind of looks strange now, but what are you gonna do? Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I can't even look at that one anymore. Let's try the one that just has the frosting. Ew, ew. Who invented this? I wanna know who invented this. Although, I do think I would eat that one more than the other one. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's recipes. If you did, smash a like on this video for me. My hands are still dyed red from all that red Jello I've been using. If you want to go chat to me on Instagram or Twitter, my links will be down in the description. Of course, let me know any recipe suggestions or DIY ideas that you'd like to see me give a try. Other than that, have an absolutely awesome rest of your week, and I will see you right back here on Sunday. Peace. Might as well start some controversy.
Hey! Nala, stop.
Nala?
No, come here.
Take a hike.
Come here. Come on, girl.
Nala?
I gotta put... Come on. Come on.
It's fine.